Guys, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
So today we just decided to make a quick video about what is it like loving yourself as a trans person and what's it like loving a trans person. Now I know this may seem similar to the body positivity love, but it's a whole bunch of stuff that's like very nuanced when it comes to like self-love and loving a trans person. So yeah, we decided to just expand on it a little bit more.
So I'll start. Learning how to love myself as a trans person was different than loving myself previously. I mean, there's many different aspects. One, I'm not the same person that I used to be, so I have to learn how to love myself as the person I am now. Two, although a lot about me hasn't changed, like personality-wise, some of my interests have started to shift. So instead of me trying to ignore those new interests, I'm learning how to embrace those new interests. I'm learning how to embrace those new interests, which I feel like it's also I incorporate into loving myself as Kaisen, who I am now. Body wise, I've learned to look past my dysphoria and look in the mirror and see the man who I know I am, instead of looking at the mirror and seeing the feminine body that possibly is looking back at me. I'm learning how to block that out and look in the mirror and see who I know I am.
So yeah, for me it can be very hard learning to love him, because as many people who are dating trans people may know, especially trans men, testosterone tends to have some effects when it comes to emotions. And sometimes it can be moody, and like, being that I have borderline personality disorder, our mood swings don't usually work together at all. Like, we can just go with each other, just hate each other for like 10 seconds. It's like, you know what? Let it go. Because I love him. But learning to love him has been like a whole process for me. I guess the first thing I had to do was like become very cognizant of what made him comfortable and what made him uncomfortable in all aspects of our life, sexually, non-sexually, because no matter what, he has dysphoria at times. And I'm not saying that I can fix it by just ignoring those aspects of him, but I don't want to make it worse. Do I make it worse?
No.
And that took me a long time. And this is different for every trans man. Like I said, Kaisen is not the first trans man I've dated, but with him it is very different. I don't want to cause him any discomfort. Secondly, it's just really listening to him. I have a habit where I think I know everything. I just think I know everything. So I don't like to listen. So he's kind of taught me to listen to him and listen to his wants, because I always assume I know best. Like, even when it came to this haircut, like, it was a big change for me. And I have control issues and I don't like to listen. So I tried my hardest to convince him not to cut his hair. Like, no, you look better with the undercut. Just after we combed out his dreads, of course.
I wasn't going for it.
He didn't. I tried. So listening to him and like being very cognizant, listen to your partner and being cognizant of their fears and wants is like the biggest step. But also in learning like to take care of them, you have to learn how to take care of yourself. Because with dating a trans man, there's fears that I have, and he knows, especially when he started T. Everyone we have encountered has told me to be prepared for him, the possibility of him not liking women anymore. And that scared me shitless.
Let's get both of us shitless.
And I was like, we're about to get engaged. How is this even going to fucking work? So it was a conversation we had. So like, and learning how to take care of his needs as a trans man and make sure he's okay and make sure he's feeling affirmed, I had to learn how to make sure I'm checking my own biases and just really listening while I check my biases. And the most important thing I've done is something I do, well, I try to do every day. I don't know if I'm completely 100% good at it, but I spend every day affirming him that he's a strong man, and sometimes includes being a strong black man. Because there's some people in this world that don't affirm him. There's some people in this world that don't affirm him. I want to make sure I am that person that he can always look for 100% acceptance and affirmation.
The affirmations, they help a lot, because it's a lot of days where I don't feel I look as passing, even though I have facial hair coming in now, my voice has gotten deeper. My body somewhat is still shaped like a woman. So when Ren affirms me, it makes me feel better. Some days it makes me feel a lot better. Some days it's just like, okay,
It's Ren being Ren.
Yeah, like I hear you, but it doesn't like help me. So I feel like self-affirmation really helps a lot. Even if it's just like you writing notes to yourself on the mirror, or like writing notes to yourself and put it in your pocket, and when you go out or feel dysphoric or something like that, you just pull it out and read it. That really helps the most, because other people like affirming you doesn't help it if you don't believe it yourself.
I think also, like, he's a very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not physical. Visual person. Kay's a very visual person. So I think what really helped him, he was in a very harmful environment a few months ago with his work. Well, not harmful, just not affirming. And
very dysphoric.
Like, it caused him so much dysphoria. So I made sure that I made it my own little business. I don't know if he still has it, but I made him a heart out of the trans flag with a whole bunch of affirming things. And I feel like that helped him a lot because he had that with him. It wasn't a big heart. It was like this big. I don't know where it is. It's probably somewhere in the house.
In my backpack.
Oh, it keeps in this backpack still. I feel like that helped him because it reminded him that people do still see him as a man. And like with my friends, I remember the first time it really hit him that his transition was like becoming more physical. When my friends told him that he looked more chiseled and his face was beginning to look more manly, I feel like that made him feel so much more confident.
Yeah, it did, because I look in the mirror every day, and even though people on the outside see my changes, I still feel like I look like how I did like 6 weeks ago when I was still pre-T. So
yeah, a little bit of updates. We did extend the giveaway. We're going to pick names soonish.
Today, which is New Year's Day.
So yeah, we're going to pick names today, apparently. I don't know what's going on.
We will be emailing we will be DMing the winners, and we will exchange information. We'll get all the information, and we will be sending out those packages.
So as always, please comment, like, subscribe, share. Let's help us make this year our year. We want all the support we can, and if y'all support us, we promise that somebody will try to support you.
Exactly, no matter what that looks like.
So, this is Ren'sKaseTV.
I'm Kaisen.
I'm Ren.
We'll see you guys in the next